A touchdown for Longview!
Real close to a completion, but he was bobbling the ball even as he was spun around by several lead defenders, and it bounces free and incomplete for Longview.
I'll tell you what, this lead defense
is jacked up.
I don't know what happens the last 15 and a half minutes, but this lead defense is just playing with such a fervor. I'm talking about just flying to the ball, but they've got themselves their hands full. Snap to Lewis, play action, wants to throw sideline, tipped, it almost picked off. McKendrick Williams almost took that the other way. Incomplete. Traveris Brown, the intended receiver, and the lead band is on the far sideline, and they are doing what they did back in the good old days. They're getting fired up. It's third down.
That is now 6 straight incompletions for Lewis, who was 5 of 10 in the first half, and he's not found the range here in the second half, and you have to credit the pressure by the Lee front 4 as well as a secondary and linebacker play for Lee.
3rd and 10, Longview at the Lee 30. Decker's got himself a leg, but Longview doesn't want to settle for a field goal. Lewis back to throw. Wants to set up a screen pass. He's got Oliver. Oliver's got a bunch of Red Raiders, and he's knocked down for a loss of 2. Trevor Pugh, Jamie.
Yeah, Trevor Pugh once again doing a great job of reading the quarterback's eyes, lays in wait, lets him throw the pass out there, and then Trevor attacks, brings him down for a loss. It'll be a long field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They're not even thinking about it. John King waved his offense. He said, you are going for it here. You talk about a momentum shift, guys. Right here it is. 4th and 12 Longview with 2:48 clock running. Longview trailing Robert E. Lee 12-7. Third quarter. Lewis in the shotgun. Oliver right next to him. Lee, here comes the blitz. He rolls to the near side, sets up, wants to throw it back the other way. Pass is tipped away and dropped it incomplete. Intended for Larson. Blake Roberts, the sophomore. We've talked about sophomores and juniors making plays along with the seniors, and Lee's defense bends. In fact, they didn't even bend. It was the kickoff return, and the Red Raiders take over at their 32 with 2:31 to go, third quarter, up by 5.
Yeah, the defense only yielded 11 yards total on the 7 plays and the first down, and then the 4 and out after that, and the lead defense is coming up big. Now the offense, if they can counter with another score here going to the fourth quarter, that would really, really be huge.
Runnels far side. Shotgun Rogers. Key Oliver near side from the Lee 32. They run the delay, Day Brown, and he gets about 2, 3. You know, I gotta do something. I kind of like to make the call pretty quickly for those who aren't here, but with him, I can't do that anymore. It's kind of like Romo in the pocket. You don't know what he's going to do. Cody Morrow, he got 2 yards. Cody Morrow makes the
You don't know
stop.
if he's going to fling it or run it. And with Day, he's got such great movement laterally, left and right, with a nice movement and nice vision. He just barrels forward for 3 on the play.
169 yards for the sophomore. Jamal Mitchell's checked in here. 2nd down and 7 lead from their 35. Shotgun Rogers. H-back Jones far side, right in the middle of the field. Lee's up 5. Delay, Mitchell breaks a tackle, but he loses a yard or 2. They ran that little delay. They're trying to take advantage, and they've done it most of the night, but sometimes you're going to run into the pressure of the Longview. They just run to the football. DeCoris Ford lost 2.
Their heavy pursuit, or sometimes they're over pursuit because of their speed, and if they can get a little delay or a little trap, and that's basically what we saw the 97-yard run on. It was a trap play off right guard, a slight delay out of the backfield that opened the big wide door for Day to run through in the first half.
You have the ball, you have the lead, you have the momentum. The offense, though, faces 3rd and 9. Brandon Rogers, Josh Oliver, and Key Oliver to the near side. Shotgun snap to Brandon. He'll roll to his right, far side. Set up, now pump. Now wants to come this way, needs a receiver to come with him. Brandon turns the corner, runs 30, 32, and knocked out of bounds. He got back to the line of scrimmage. And that was just great coverage. That right there is not a sack. That's great coverage by the Longview secondary, and Brandon did not throw it up for grabs. What would have been nice that time, though, if he would have had a chance, is for a receiver to come back to him, towards him.
True, that's something they'll have to work on, and, Coach Owens and his staff really gasps every time that Rogers tries to run the ball.
God bless him.
He stayed on his feet there and ran out of bounds alertly.
They got 2 players, one that came back from an ACL after 5 months, which is unheard of, and Rogers with a broken lower leg back in early September. It's mid-October. Here's a snap, no pressure, Rainey. Oh, turn it over. This is Brown at his 20, slips at the 20. Great coverage by Trey Smith. Sean Rainey brought back the days of Shane Huddle, Cody Skates, 46 yards. No return, Longview at their 21-yard line.
And his cover guys, one or two, are right on top of the play. Even though Brown had slipped after he caught the ball, he would have been nailed. And,
yeah, good thing he went down, because that could have, who knows.
There's improvement on special teams tonight too, David.
Longview has the ball at their 21. There's 43 seconds to go in the third quarter. Our score, Robert E. Lee 12, Longview 7. Good old-fashioned East Texas go-to-the-woodshed kind of game. Jonathan Oliver, deep back with Easley, the up back. They run Oliver off right tackle. First down, secondary, out to the 35, 37, 38-yard line. That was a good stall and run. You know what? Johnny Garrett's not in the game right now. He picked up 16, 17 yards, and Junior Kane and Trevor Pugh made the stop.
Yeah, he found a hole right off the left side behind Redmond and Knighton. The left side of the Longview offensive line kind of did their job on their assignment to get a push on the Lee front.
First down, Longview at the 38. There's 30 seconds, clock running. They'll bring in Johnson, the backup quarterback. He'll go far side. In fact, they bring out the Massey, Sean Massey, and Johnson rotate quite a bit, but Johnson will come near side. As will Traveris Brown. Jonathan Oliver, the deep back, Easley, the fullback. 15 seconds to go, third quarter. Counter Trey, Oliver up the middle for about 6, 7, 8 yards, and that will end the third quarter at the 45, a gain of 7 for Oliver, and at the end of 3, Hunter Hogan on the stop. It is Robert E. Lee 12, Longview 7. This is News Talk 600 KTBB.